Hello and welcome to another episode of the RSEB's podcast, where we discuss everything related to the capital market. And today we're joined here again with Sir Vijay to talk about the mobile application of RSEB mCaMS. So mCaMS is also very popular with the public, but most of the questions we get is how do we place orders or check about our shareholdings in the app. So today we'll get into a comprehensive look and dive in within the application. So before we move forward, Sir Vijay, can you explain what mCaMS is to maybe users who've never heard of that term before?
Okay, the mCaMS is the mobile capital market solution that RSEB has. It's a mobile application where you can place the orders without the need of a broker. So you have access to the markets as and when you require.
Okay, so what was the initial reason why you needed to develop the application?
There are a couple of reasons that we came up with mCaMS. Primarily, the major reason being providing accessibility to the market, to the masses. So when there are more numbers of buyers and sellers in the market, eventually there will be a lot of liquidity in the market. There will be a lot of buyers and sellers who will place their orders, so it becomes more visible and there will be more competitive prices for the companies or the stocks listed. So looking into all these things, and now more users are using the mobile application, so it was prominent that we bring mobile application, particularly the trading into mobile application. So that triggered for us to come up with a mobile application solution, mCaMS.
Okay, so maybe we can take a look into how you can register for the people who have not looked at, who have never experienced the registration process, or maybe had some difficulty in doing so. So let's just dive right in.
Okay, we have two ways to get registered into mobile application. One way is you can do it through the website, the RSEB's website, where you can select a broker and then register for mCaMS, or you can directly do it through the mobile application as well. So what you need to do is you just need to download the mCaMS app from the App Store or Google Play Store. So once you download the app, you just go to mCaMS mobile application. So there are two ways to get registered with mCaMS. So one way is through the website that we have, RSEB's website, or you can download the mobile application of mCaMS from App Store or Google Play Store. So once you download the app, you can just go to the register menu that you can see over here. Okay. So what you need to do is this section over here, the click to open BLA account, is particularly for those to register an account, you just need to go to register menu. So in this option that you can see over here, you have an option to click to open BLA account. This is for Bhutanese residing abroad. So this is not for Bhutanese who are trading through the brokers. So what you need to do is you just need to first open an account with a broker. It's a kind of a depository account where you will be doing all the operations related to buying or selling of the shares. So once you get that account opened, you just need to click on the new application and then select the broker that you have opened the CD account with. Okay, so we have all these brokerage firms all listed over here. So whichever broker that you have selected, you need to select one with whom you have opened an account. Okay. Let's say I have an account with Bhutan National Bank Limited. It's a brokerage firm. So I'll just select it and then I'll enter my CID number. So once you enter your CID, you'll get an option to load. So once you load, so right now I'm using an account which is already registered as a mCaMS user with a broker, so you're seeing this notification. If you were a new user, then the details will pop in and you just need to complete the application process. Once you complete that process, the application will be verified by the broker, and then you'll get a notification saying that this is your username and the password to log into the mCaMS. So once that is done, what you can do is come to the home screen enter your username and password. So once you log in, you'll see this home page where you get a detail at a glance, the index, how the index is doing of the RSEB. You can see the buying exposure that is being provided by the broker, which we can discuss what it means, and the ownership, in how many companies you have, and what are the number of what was the value of shares you have bought and what was the value of shares you sold. All those details will be coming here, so you can see a snapshot of the different symbols or the companies that you hold shares of. For example, here we have DPL, Dungsam Polymer Limited. You have available volume 12,330 shares. So all those details you can see here, and then in this section it will show average prices of top 5 repeated or the most traded companies in the past 1 year. Okay, so all these options you have over here. So what you need to do is, once you get an access to mCaMS, you need to ask for an exposure from the broker. So exposure is something like broker is giving you a digital equivalence of money that you have deposited with them. For instance, if you want to buy shares worth of 1 lakh, you need to ask a exposure of 1 lakh from the broker. So within that range, you will be able to place your buy orders. So once you get that exposure, then only you will be able to buy shares.
So how do we request for this exposure?
So whenever you open an account that we discussed earlier, right, the CD account,
yes.
So you just need to inform your broker that you need an account, the exposure for 100,000 or 200,000 Giltrum. So they will just provide you with an exposure. So sometimes they might ask for equivalent cash to be deposited, but if you are a frequent trader, they might ask you once the shares has been traded. So it primarily depends upon your relation with the broker. So once you become a frequent trader, they might provide you without the upfront money also.
Okay.
So once you do that, you have all these options.
So right now, can you show us a little demo of how you can place an order with the exposure which you already have here? So how much do you have right now?
Okay, the example we have 434,000.
Which is
4
exposure.
lakh. Yeah.
Okay.
So for instance, now if I want to place a buy order, right, let's say. So before placing a buy order, I can just go and check the market. So market will list all the companies over here, all the listed companies. So whichever company that you're interested, you can just click. For instance, let's take an example of BBPL. So we can see the buy volume, sell volume, and the prices. This is normally we call it as an order book. So it will list all the different prices at which buy orders or sell orders are placed in the market. So usually it comes from various users who have already availed mCaMS or the broker placing order on behalf of them. So the blue side will represent the buy volumes, the sell side represents the sell volumes, and the different prices of all the buy and sell order are in the middle. In this case, let's see, at 27 we have a cumulative volume of 2,331 shares of BBPL available in the market to buy, right? So at the sell side, at 28 we have 1,000, at 30 we have 100,000 plus 31. Similarly, we can go up till 36, 123,000. So looking at this, you can just place a buy order. So if you are interested to buy at 28, if you want to have some shares, you can just directly buy at 28. There are 1,000 shares, right?
Okay.
But if you place an order of 1,000, you will not be getting all those 1,000 shares. So because there are other clients who are willing to buy at the same price. So what the system will do is it will try to equally allocate among all the buy orders. So let's say if I'm interested to buy at 28.
Okay.
So I'll just go to order manager. Okay. Then you can see the pending orders. If I have placed an order already, it will be shown here. So the market that we were seeing was BBPL, right?
Okay.
So I'll just select BBPL If I want to buy, just select buy. If you want to sell, then select sell. So right now let's take an example of buying a share. So I'll say, let's say I want to buy 100 shares, right? And then price was, let's say 28, right? 28. Then I'll just, it will ask you for a confirmation, then press yes. The buy order has been successfully placed, and you can see here buy orders over here. BBPL 100 shares at 28, right?
Okay.
So this is how you can see the shares. Now if you go to market and see in BBPL, earlier it was 700 something, right?
Yes.
Right now it's 830. So the price at which I placed the order has been cumulated with other orders that are already existing at 28. So based on that, the trade will take place. So you can see a snapshot of how the performance of this company in the last 100 trades is doing. So in March month, it started at 40 and then it started declining, right? So right now it's at 31.6 is the current market price. So based on that, you can just get an estimate of whether you want to buy or sell the shares at what price. So similarly, you can do for other shares as well.
How about if you want to put a
sell order? So for sell order, what you need to have is obviously the shares, right? If you don't have shares, for instance, let's take an example of a company that I don't own a share, right? Over here in this example, let's say for Quincell Corporation, right? 42. So sell, let's say 100, price is 42. Yes, sorry, you do not have enough shares to sell. So in order to sell, you need to have shares, and in order to buy, you need to have the exposure money that the broker provide. So
right now, if you had KCL shares, the order would be placed.
Yes, and yes, and then it will appear over here as a pending orders. So now let's delete the order, right? Yes. You can click on this edit to either update the price or the volume. For instance, BBPL that we placed 100 shares at 28. Let's say I want to update it as 29. So it becomes more attractive for the seller to update their orders as well, right? So there might be someone who will be willing to sell more number of shares in 29. Then I'll be getting all the shares. So 29 update, yes. As soon as I update, it will come over here 100 at 29, right? That's how you can update your order. Now if you want to delete the order, you can just press over here. It will give you a confirmation, continue deleting this order, yes. Then once it's done, the order will be deleted from the market. That is how you place buy orders, sell orders, update the orders, and delete the orders.
Okay, how about, let's see, if the order is successful, what happens next?
So now the trading normally takes place 5 times a day during the weekdays. So at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. the orders will get executed. Whatever the accumulated orders are present in the market will be executed. So let's say let's take an example of the BBPL shares that we placed, right? At 28, there was a matching order of, let's say, so BBPL we had this 28 buy volume and sell volume. So it was a matching order, right? When a trade execution takes place, once it's been successfully executed, you can check all those orders in executed orders. So you can go to executed orders and it will show you all the trades that you have successfully performed. So if it was successfully executed, what number of shares after equal allocation, it will all be reflected here, and the date, the price, and the volume that has been traded.
So what about in terms of settlement? Will it be happening within the app, or is it another system where you contact the broker?
The settlement will automatically be done within T+2, which is 2 days after the trading. So it will be automatically handled by the system. There is no involvement of the client during the settlement process. So The only manual intervention is to place your orders. So if the orders are matching, then it will be automatically settled.
Okay. All right. So thank you for the quick run through with this app. So what do you see in the future of mCaMS?
Obviously, the next advancement will be to add more features and try to bring international kind of experience to the users. And yes, obviously adding more features, make it more interactive. We are seeing a significant growth in number of users using mCaMS, and hopefully that will encourage us to innovate more as well, so that the interaction of the clients with the market and other interested clients who are either buying or selling will be more engaging.
Okay, so anything else we missed out regarding mCaMS in this episode that you would like to mention?
Yes, I think the most frequent concern that we see from the users is the renewal process.
Okay.
And the fees associated with it. So it's a very minimal fees if you look at it. It's 500 Newton per year, and if you just do a calculation, it's about 1.3 Newton a day, right? And you have all this accessibility to the market where you can make a difference. You can get a passive income, and you can play with the market and then make a significant gain as well, because the market is accessible at the fingertip of your in your phone. So it also helps us maintain the system that we have developed, and then it also provides room for innovation, and all those administrative burden that is associated with maintaining the app is taken care by that fees as well.
Okay. So how much is that fees you did not mention?
It's 500 Newton per year.
Okay, so you mentioned about renewal. So during the renewal period, what does one have to do in order to renew that account?
So once 1 year mark has reached, you get a notification saying that your mCaMS registration or the account has been due for renewal. So based on that, you can just visit our website and then renew your login credentials.
So you do renew it with website rather than the application?
Yes, you can do it through website.
So maybe a new feature in the future could be maybe a way to renew it within the app itself?
Yes, we do have that, but we are trying to improve the process to make it easier for the user to do it through in-app.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you for the explanation and also the in-depth process of how you can place orders, and also to check the other information regarding the companies in the application. Hopefully this video and this podcast episode has been helpful to everyone who's watching and who's curious about all the things we have mentioned today. Thank you all for watching, and we will come back in the next episode. Till then, you can still follow RSCB on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram for updates, and also short form video content regarding everything that we mentioned today, and also more about everything else within the capital market. So thank you, and we will see you in the next episode.
Thank you.